the Fears Brunswick 38 millimeter Polar White 2. I guess it's called 2. I'll put a direct link down below. This is available at Exquisite Timepieces in Naples, Florida. You can either pick it up there at their brick and mortar. Awesome place to visit. Beautiful area of the country. Or you can call them or do it right online. You can make your purchase right online with assistance online too. They have like this little chat thing that pops up. Or you can just reach out to Tyler, my contact there. I'll put his contact information down below. You can reach out, let him know that you watched this channel, got to look at this Fears watch, and you're like, yep, I love it, I want it, let's make it happen. That's typically how these go, and I could see it. I see the appeal to this watch for sure. Let's dig in, shall we? So I measure, first of all, measurements. It is a 38 millimeter case. The lug to lug is pretty short as well at 43.4. The thickness is only 12 millimeter, and it has a really nice double dome sapphire crystal. 20 millimeter lug opening. So you have the opportunity to utilize many of those straps that you probably have sitting around. Although this strap that is on here is a handmade Fears leather strap, and it is super comfortable. It has a nice padding and then tapers down to a very thin, so it'll fit really good on wrist. It is also 100 meter water resist on this thing. It has matching buckle, a fixed keeper, a floating keeper, a 5.5 millimeter crown. It is signed. It is a push-pull crown, which is typical with a manual wind movement. So this has the ETA 7001, which is a movement that ETA purchased from another brand, I think in the mid 80s or something, or 90s, somewhere along there. So ETA hasn't had this movement for a super long time, but it made sense for them to grab it because it's a very small, easy to use movement in smaller watches. It's only 2.5 millimeter thick, and then it has a smaller dimension for its circumference as well. 17 joules. It beats at 3 hertz, but you can see this one's decorated really nice. Has a somewhere between 42 45 hour power reserve. So a very solid movement. I like the fact that the way this one's mounted in there, it actually has a Riot on the display side. So interesting. I had not really handled a watch that presented the movement in such a way. It gives it some depth. It's pretty wild. And you get full access to it, so you can see, like, you know, the movement, the escapement, the winding function, all of that stuff. On the front side, you have, it's kind of hard to see, there you go. You have blued hands. They're skeletonized. There's no loom on this thing. Instead, it is done in a very traditional, timeless way. It has a high polished, or just a polished white lacquer dial. You can see it's done very well. Black printing, excellent font, railroad track going around the perimeter, and then that hand stack with the center post kind of capped off there, and then that perfect blued skeletonized handset with the running seconds at the 6 o'clock position. Minimal text on the dial. Fears, the brand, England on the bottom. So these are designed and hand built in England. Obviously using parts sourced because the movement is ETA, so that's going to be from Switzerland, and then I'm not sure about the rest of the parts. I don't know what components Fears is, if they even are making some of them. I really don't know much about the brand as far as the that part of it. So, but the price point on this thing is just over $3,000, and when I look around at watches that are a lower produced number and of high quality like that, that's about what the market is pretty much demanding for a watch like that. Side note, if you're interested in what I was wearing a white dial Sheffield on a strap habit camo strap. Not really relevant to this watch, but some people are interested in what I'm wearing, so I try to share it. Let's put this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Now, if I were to pick up a Fears, I would go to the next size up. Can I get the, can I not get that? There it goes. I would go the next size up. I could wear the 38 millimeter. Don't get me wrong. I could definitely wear it. You can see that. But they have a larger version, like a 40 millimeter, and I've done videos on that one. That's what I would go with personally. But some people just either like the 38 millimeter, the more traditional look of it, or their wrist size would push them down into this size. And it's great that Fears offers multiple sizes like this. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, link in the description. Fears is a brand that is definitely one to watch. I think they're doing some great things. They're doing some great collabs. Gonna go ahead and call it right now. I fully expect some sort of teamwork in designing a Fears watch. I would guess with like maybe 2026 with Exquisite and Fears working together. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. They have not said anything, and hopefully I'm not out of line or anything, but I've noticed what Fears have done with other brands or dealers. So I fully expect and I'm excited. Hopefully they do the size that will work for me, but I'm looking forward to Exquisite working with them at some point. So I'll see you guys on the next vid.